Have you ever stopped to think about the way your current habits could subtly be shaping the trajectory of your future, especially as you enter your later years? The period between 65 and 75 years old is often considered a pivotal time, a period where the choices you make can significantly influence your quality of life, the level of independence you maintain, and even the length of your life. Despite this, many individuals who find themselves in this age group unknowingly fall into habits that could eventually lead to declining health, dependency, and diminished quality of life. Why 65 to 75 is crucial for long-term health. The years between 65 and 75 are often regarded as the golden decade of life. This time represents the transition from active adulthood to a more reflective and slower-paced phase. For many, this period is seen as one to relax and enjoy the fruits of a lifetime of hard work, often filled with dreams of peaceful retirement and personal leisure. However, it's essential to recognize that this time is more than just a break. It's a critical window during which your choices can either lay the foundation for a healthy future or contribute to a slow erosion of your independence. While it's tempting to view this phase as one of rest, it's crucial not to underestimate the impact of seemingly small, everyday decisions that might undermine your well-being. Many seniors, especially those who haven't yet encountered significant health issues, may overlook the importance of maintaining a healthy lifestyle. This phase, often perceived as a time for unwinding, can also become a time when bad habits begin to take root, unnoticed but profoundly impactful. The dangers of neglecting health and fitness in later years. One of the most significant pitfalls that individuals in their 60s and 70s can fall into is neglecting regular exercise and physical activity. As the body ages, muscle mass and flexibility naturally decline, and bones become more fragile. Simple activities, such as climbing stairs, bending down to tie shoes, or even standing for long periods, can become difficult or risky. Many seniors make the mistake of assuming that because they've slowed down or are less active than they once were, it's okay to stop exercising altogether. However, this is a grave mistake. Lack of physical activity can lead to a rapid decline in strength and mobility, making it more likely that a fall or injury will occur. A fall, for example, can cause broken bones, head trauma, or long-term immobility, all of which significantly reduce one's independence. What's more, inactivity can lead to a multitude of other health problems, such as increased risk for cardiovascular disease, diabetes, and depression. In contrast, maintaining a regular routine of light exercise, such as walking, swimming, or yoga, can have profound benefits. Regular movement improves blood circulation, strengthens muscles, enhances balance, and promotes joint flexibility. These physical benefits contribute not only to improved health, but also to a greater sense of well-being and self-sufficiency. Taking up even 20 to 30 minutes of exercise each day can keep you feeling strong, energized, and independent, helping you to avoid the devastating consequences of a sedentary lifestyle. Emotional and mental health, the silent epidemic. Another aspect of aging that deserves attention is the often overlooked impact of emotional and mental health on physical well-being. While physical health is vital for maintaining independence, emotional and mental health is just as critical. One of the most challenging aspects of aging is the increasing likelihood of experiencing feelings of isolation and loneliness. Seniors who live alone or are far from family members may find themselves spending large portions of their time in solitude, which can take a heavy toll on their mental health. The link between loneliness and physical decline is well documented. Social isolation can lead to depression, which in turn contributes to a range of health problems, including high blood pressure, a weakened immune system, and chronic pain. Additionally, seniors who experience isolation may be less motivated to care for themselves physically, leading to further deterioration in health. The lack of emotional support can also exacerbate chronic conditions, making them harder to manage and increasing the risk of hospitalization or long-term care. On the other hand, fostering meaningful relationships and maintaining a strong social network can greatly enhance mental and emotional well-being. Engaging in regular social activities, staying connected with family and friends, and participating in community groups can help reduce feelings of loneliness and improve overall happiness. Seniors who prioritize their mental health by staying socially engaged often experience greater longevity, less stress, and a more fulfilling life. Financial health planning for the future. It's also essential to recognize the role that financial health plays in ensuring a secure and independent future. Many seniors in their 60s and 70s are living on fixed incomes, with their retirement savings or pensions being their primary source of financial support. Yet, despite this, many individuals fail to properly plan for the financial needs of their later years. Inadequate financial planning can lead to stress, anxiety, and ultimately a lack of access to the quality healthcare and living conditions necessary to thrive in old age. One of the most common financial pitfalls seniors face is failing to anticipate the cost of healthcare. Medical expenses in retirement can add up quickly, especially if chronic health conditions or long-term care needs arise. As a result, it's essential for individuals approaching retirement to start saving early and to consider insurance options that will help cover medical costs. Additionally, having a well-organized estate plan, including power of attorney and a will, can prevent future burdens on loved ones and ensure that financial matters are handled in accordance with one's wishes. Aside from healthcare costs, seniors may also face rising living expenses, especially if they are renting or don't own their home. Financially secure seniors are often those who have invested time and effort into building savings, cutting unnecessary costs, and ensuring that their finances are well managed. By planning ahead and establishing a financial safety net, seniors can avoid the stress and limitations that come with financial insecurity and enjoy a more fulfilling retirement. The power of financial stability in old age. As the years progress, the ability to generate a consistent income becomes increasingly difficult. This inevitable truth highlights an undeniable reality. Financial stability is one of the cornerstones of a fulfilling and dignified old age. Without sufficient savings, a reliable pension, or alternative means of support, what should be the golden years of one's life can quickly tarnish under the weight of worry, uncertainty, and vulnerability. For older individuals, money is much more than just a practical tool for meeting daily needs. It is the key to preserving independence, protecting dignity, and accessing the care one may need in their later years. The unpredictability of health is one of the harshest realities of aging. As the body naturally deteriorates, the specter of unexpected medical expenses looms large, be it due to chronic illness, accidents, or the gradual decline that comes with aging. Without adequate financial resources, this reality can lead to not only physical suffering, but also intense emotional turmoil. The pressure of looming healthcare costs, whether for medications, therapies, long-term care, or even home modifications, can be overwhelming for those who have not planned adequately. The emotional toll of financial strain. One of the deepest burdens seniors face when financial stability is lacking is the emotional strain that accompanies it. Beyond just the daily challenges of affording medications, groceries, or rent, there is a pervasive sense of insecurity that can cause anxiety and stress. Older adults may begin to feel like they are a burden to their families, particularly if they have no choice but to rely on loved ones for support. This strain is not merely financial, it is emotional and psychological, impacting relationships and potentially causing feelings of neglect, guilt, or shame. It is heartbreaking to witness elderly individuals who have spent their lives caring for others, having to ask for assistance, even for basic needs. This helplessness can erode their self-esteem and sense of independence. Financial insecurity in this context can also disrupt family dynamics. Children, though undoubtedly motivated by love and concern for their aging parents, often have their own families and financial commitments. The idea of supporting an aging parent, especially if the support is continuous or intensive, can cause tension. Parents who have nurtured their children throughout their lives may feel the weight of needing to rely on them for survival. This is where financial independence becomes a shield against the turmoil of familial conflict. It provides peace of mind for both the aging individual and their family, preserving autonomy and reducing stress. Moreover, it helps preserve a sense of dignity, allowing older adults to maintain their independence, enjoy their golden years, and feel secure in the choices they make. A financial safety net, more than just comfort. Having a financial safety net in old age is not just a luxury, it is a necessity. It is the difference between living in constant anxiety about whether one can afford a needed medical procedure or medication and being able to access the best care without fear of financial collapse. It is the difference between enjoying simple pleasures, like a family dinner, a vacation, or just the comfort of a well-maintained home, and being trapped in a cycle of deprivation due to limited resources. One's retirement savings should be more than just a cushion against financial hardship. They should form the foundation of a life that can be enjoyed without constant worry. The ability to afford quality care, secure housing, and meaningful experiences is a testament to a life well prepared. Without this preparation, old age can become a time marked by stress, loneliness, and a pervasive sense of powerlessness. In fact, many elderly individuals find themselves in a position where they are forced to make impossible choices, such as between paying for medical expenses or purchasing necessary groceries. These challenges compound the difficulties already faced by those in their later years and create a vicious cycle of hardship. Planning for financial security. Financial security in old age does not happen by accident. It requires planning, foresight, and disciplined saving throughout one's life. The choices made in the earlier years will directly influence the kind of retirement an individual will experience. For some, these decisions may have been easy. A steady career, a pension plan, and wise investments throughout the years form the foundation of a comfortable life after work. For others, the path may not be so clear, particularly if there were financial struggles earlier in life. Regardless of the starting point, it is never too late to begin planning for old age. It is not just about setting money aside for emergencies. Financial security for old age requires smart management of funds, investing wisely, budgeting effectively, and understanding the future needs that will arise with aging. This preparation helps build a life that is not just survivable but genuinely enjoyable. If money is spent with careful consideration, it can enrich the final years of life, making them filled with dignity, joy, and ease rather than anxiety, guilt, and financial strain. Retirement planning should also account for the possibility of unforeseen circumstances, such as rising medical costs, the need for home health aides, or the potential for long-term care. Investing in insurance plans that cater to elderly needs, such as long-term care insurance or health insurance with strong coverage, is another proactive step. These investments provide an additional layer of protection against the high costs of health care, ensuring that the individual will not have to choose between medical care and basic needs. Financial freedom in your golden years. Ultimately, the goal is financial freedom, which provides the opportunity to enjoy one's golden years with minimal worries. Freedom in old age is about the ability to make choices, whether it is deciding how to spend one's days, where to live, or whether to travel and explore new horizons. When an individual is financially independent, they are not beholden to others for support. They are free to live on their terms, experiencing their later years with dignity and joy. Without financial security, the dream of a relaxing, enjoyable retirement may be out of reach. Instead, it may become a struggle to get by, where even small pleasures are sacrificed in favor of covering basic expenses. Older adults with adequate financial resources, however, can access the care they need, engage in hobbies, and maintain their independence, knowing that they have built a foundation strong enough to support their needs without constant worry. The priceless gift of partnership, nurturing relationships in the golden years. In the later stages of life, relationships often take on deeper significance. As children grow up, begin families of their own, and lead lives independent of their parents, the home can feel quieter and more solitary. The demands of raising a family slowly fade away, and the once bustling household becomes a space for reflection and companionship. During this time, the importance of a strong, supportive partnership with a spouse or life partner becomes immeasurable. The golden years offer a unique opportunity to deepen the bond between partners, to celebrate the shared history of a life lived together. However, it's crucial to acknowledge that this stage in life is not without its challenges. As we age, it is natural for certain health issues to arise, for memory and energy to fade, and for both physical and emotional needs to shift. In this context, it's essential to approach each other with patience, understanding, and a willingness to adapt. Arguments, however small they may seem, can carry much greater weight in the later years. What may have once been a brief disagreement can fester and take on emotional significance that can harm the relationship. In the twilight of life, it's important not to let trivial matters tarnish the most precious bond you share. Choosing empathy and open communication is key. Rather than allowing misunderstandings to breed resentment, couples can cultivate a space for compassionate dialogue, where each partner feels heard and valued. Small acts of kindness, such as making a cup of tea, sharing fond memories, or simply holding hands, can reaffirm the partnership's strength and importance. These moments, though simple, contribute to the creation of a peaceful, loving environment where both individuals feel supported and loved. The complexities of remarriage. Proceeding with caution. Loneliness is an inevitable companion in the later stages of life. When a partner passes away or when adult children are preoccupied with their own lives, the elderly may feel a deep sense of solitude. This feeling can prompt some to consider remarriage as a means of alleviating the ache of loneliness. While the desire for companionship is completely natural, it is essential to approach remarriage with careful consideration and a clear understanding of the challenges involved. Entering a new relationship in the later years is far more complex than it may seem. Unlike younger couples, those in their senior years often bring with them decades of established habits, values, and personal histories. These differences, which may not have been as pronounced in the earlier stages of life, can cause significant friction in later life marriages. Differences in financial priorities, differing expectations of lifestyle, and the blending of families from previous marriages can create emotional and practical challenges that may not be immediately apparent. These complexities can lead to misunderstandings, conflict, and stress that complicate what should be a peaceful and fulfilling relationship. Rather than rushing into remarriage, it's crucial to first reflect on the motivations behind the decision. Is it the fear of loneliness, or is it a genuine desire to share your life with someone new? Genuine love and mutual respect should be the foundation of any relationship, especially one in the later stages of life. If the motivation stems from a need for companionship, it is important to also explore other avenues for building meaningful relationships, such as deepening connections with family, friends, or joining community groups. These relationships can provide companionship and a sense of belonging without the complications that often arise from remarriage. Choosing to age at home, the comfort of familiar surroundings. While nursing homes can provide essential care for seniors who require constant medical attention, they are not always the ideal environment for the elderly. For many seniors, the idea of moving into a nursing home can evoke feelings of isolation, loss of independence, and emotional discomfort. The sterile, impersonal nature of many facilities can strip away the warmth, comfort, and individuality that make a home truly meaningful. In nursing homes, many elderly individuals face crushing loneliness. Their lives, once filled with routines, family interactions, and familiar surroundings, are suddenly uprooted. The transition from a home filled with memories to a shared room in a facility can be deeply disorienting and distressing. The impersonal atmosphere, coupled with the absence of familiar faces and the routines they've spent decades establishing, can lead to emotional decline and even physical health deterioration. For seniors who do not require specialized care, aging in place, remaining in their own home, can offer a much more fulfilling alternative. Staying in a familiar environment provides a sense of security and comfort, surrounded by cherished memories, personal belongings, and loved ones. The simple pleasures of daily life, such as enjoying a family meal, sitting in a favorite chair, or looking out the window at a well-loved garden, bring immeasurable peace of mind. The familiarity of home can alleviate feelings of anxiety, allowing seniors to age with dignity, autonomy, and a sense of belonging. Adapting to change. The gradual fading of relationships. As the golden years unfold, there is an inevitable shift in relationships. The workplace, which once served as a central hub for social interaction and professional bonds, begins to fade into the background as retirement approaches. Colleagues and work friends, once constant companions through the daily grind, gradually become more distant as the demands of work disappear. This can be a difficult transition for many older adults who may feel a sense of loss and isolation as they lose the connections that were once integral to their daily lives. These relationships, though meaningful, can naturally fade as life moves forward. This is a bittersweet truth. While work friendships were an essential part of one's identity during the active years, the passage of time means that these bonds evolve and new relationships must be nurtured. Rather than clinging to relationships that have naturally run their course, seniors should embrace the opportunity to cultivate deeper, more meaningful connections with family members, lifelong friends, or new acquaintances who share similar interests. By shifting focus to these evolving relationships, older adults can create a support system that brings joy, fulfillment, and emotional sustenance. Patience and reflection. The wisdom of waiting. In the face of uncertainty or difficult decisions, the impulse to act quickly can feel overwhelming. However, the wisdom of waiting, especially in later life, offers valuable clarity and perspective. Life's challenges do not always demand immediate solutions. Often, time brings its own answers, offering a resolution that could not be seen in the heat of the moment. By choosing patience and reflection, older adults can approach problems with a calm, thoughtful mindset, allowing them to make decisions that are more measured and beneficial in the long term. Patience allows for clarity and insight, reducing the stress and anxiety that can cloud judgment. Instead of reacting impulsively, seniors can take a step back, trust in the passage of time, and allow their situations to resolve themselves naturally. By embracing this slower, more deliberate approach, they can maintain emotional equilibrium and ensure that their decisions align with their long-term well-being. Practical steps for strengthening neighborly ties. Building. A strong relationship with neighbors doesn't require grand gestures. It's often the simple, everyday acts of kindness that lay the foundation for lasting bonds. A warm greeting in the morning, a shared meal, or an offer to lend a hand with a minor task can go a long way in creating a sense of camaraderie and goodwill. These seemingly small gestures are the building blocks of a community that supports each other through life's ups and downs. When neighbors look out for one another, they create an environment of mutual care and trust. This, in turn, enhances the quality of life for older adults, providing them with a sense of security and belonging. The comfort of knowing that someone nearby cares enough to check in or offer help during an emergency cannot be underestimated. These relationships offer peace of mind, reinforcing the idea that we are never truly alone in the world. Nurturing self-care, mindful eating, and avoiding overindulgence. In the same way that maintaining a safe environment with proper lighting can protect against physical harm, paying attention to our daily habits, especially when it comes to eating, plays a vital role in ensuring our long-term health and well-being. Overeating is one of the silent contributors to many health issues faced by older adults, including heart disease, diabetes, and digestive problems. Eating just enough to nourish the body rather than indulging in excess can help prevent the strain on our digestive system and internal organs. Mindful eating involves not just paying attention to the quantity of food, but also to the quality. It's about choosing foods that provide nourishment and vitality, rather than indulging in unhealthy snacks or large portions that place a burden on the body. Eating in moderation allows the digestive system to function optimally, reducing the risk of gastrointestinal discomfort and chronic diseases. Instead of overindulging, older adults can focus on nutrient-dense foods like fresh vegetables, lean proteins, and whole grains that fuel the body with the necessary vitamins and minerals. Adopting a lifestyle of mindful eating empowers older adults to take control of their health, ensuring they remain strong, vibrant, and capable of enjoying their golden years to the fullest.